This just may be the best Spider-Man we might have ever gotten. Might need a second opinion on this. What do you think, Deadpool? Nice. I'm gonna leave Deadpool in the background because it's Marvel, and why the hell not? Captain America: Civil War, starring pretty much every Avenger except for 2. I mean, they're all almost here. The big thing with this film is that it is a continuation of the series. It takes place almost immediately after Avengers 2, but it also takes place right after Captain America: Winter Soldier. So it's almost, I don't really know. I guess this would be like Captain America 3 Civil War, but it also is like Avengers 2.5. The plot of this is awesome. The plot of this movie is pretty much everything. I mean everything, not just like literally everything that I wanted Batman vs Superman to be. All right, 1. The plot is way handled better. Pretty much, what happens is the government starts to hold the Avengers responsible for a lot of their actions when, like, the events that happened after Avengers 2 or Avengers 1 or Winter Soldier, when things blow up, a lot of, civilians die. And the Avengers need to be held accountable for. So what the government tries to do is they want to choose which missions that the Avengers will go on. Tony Stark takes that and goes, yeah, we definitely need to be, accounted for. On the other hand, Captain America is like, no, like, we should be able to choose. As an American citizen, we are given the right to choose what we do. Except we live in America and we know we don't. I think every moviegoer who goes to see this film will have an extremely hard decision, like actually choosing a side. I mean, I can completely see where both sides are coming from in this war. Another thing that I really like is there really is no antagonist. I mean, there is an antagonist, but it is more like they're on this side, they're on this side. Like, it's our protagonists are essentially the antagonists. You have to give it up for, like, 1, the stunt team. The stunts in this movie are phenomenal. You have to give it up for the Russo brothers for directing this film. The action is all in camera. I'm pretty sure most of it is in camera. I could easily tell going on. When I watch an action movie these days, a lot of times it's just shaky cam. It's just, let's shake the camera around. So we can't even, like, tell what's going on in a film. I hate that. I cannot stand shaky camera. It's so frustrating. Now, things I love about this film. Black Panther was awesome. Like, in the short time that we have to get to know Black Panther, I really feel like that they did give him a proper motivation. I think they gave everyone a proper motivation. They gave everyone, actually, besides Ant-Man, I actually don't really know how they dragged Ant-Man into this. He just kind of is there. Whatever. But, I mean, that's what I liked about Ant-Man, the film, too. It is played for more comical effect, and they know that it's funny. Paul Rudd does such a great job as Ant-Man, and he kills it in this film. I loved the whole performance. This may be the best, incarnation of Spider-Man we ever got, or at least rivals Tobey Maguire, in my opinion. Andrew Garfield was... Tobey Maguire did such a great, got Peter Parker down, but some of the wittiness, wasn't really there. This film honors the comic books insanely with Spider-Man. And now I am more stoked than ever for Spider-Man Homecoming. They got Spider-Man being poor. They got him being nerdy. They got him being witty. Like, a big problem I had with Andrew Garfield's thing is that, yeah, Spider-Man was witty in a couple scenes, but, for, a moment. And Peter, he was a terrible Peter Parker. While Tobey Maguire was an amazing Peter Parker, but at the same time, the wittiness, it was seldom, but it at least was, throughout the whole film. I felt like with the Andrew Garfield ones, the humor was just in, very, very, very specific scenes that I didn't like at all. Spider-Man is my favorite, if I have to pick, comic book character. I'm not a comic book fan. I don't read a lot of comics. I know nerd community is probably hating me right now. Besides Spider-Man, I have read many, many, many issues of Spider-Man. I've read many issues of X-Men. Those are the comics that I love. Those are the comics that I adore. I haven't really read Captain America. I haven't really, I haven't read the Avengers. I'm a film fan. You haven't read the comics? You have no point to talk about the movie if you have not read the comics. The comics are super important. Yeah, you're right. I haven't read the comics, but it gives me more of, a less biased viewpoint. I can judge the film as what it is, a movie. I am more excited than ever to see Avengers Infinity War. I cannot wait to see the Russo brothers direct this. Honestly, I've been a huge fanboy for Joss Whedon almost my whole life. I've been an insane fan of Firefly, Avengers. I always felt like he could direct characters really well. And Winter Soldier was great, but it had the amazing action, but it doesn't have as many characters as, say, now Civil War does going on. There are so many characters in Civil War, and they definitely get them all perfectly. They make them all very human. They make them all very relatable. They give everyone clear motives. I can't wait to see them now all come together in Infinity War. I think that they can really pull off getting this many characters in. I thought maybe at the time when Joss Whedon was directing Avengers that he might be one of the few people who could do that. I am glad that I am now wrong. I'm ecstatic I'm wrong. I like to be proven wrong. I mean, that's the whole point of film is like we can improve upon things. We can make things better. This is one that'll probably rival Avengers for me. I feel like Avengers is probably the best Marvel film. Avengers 2 was extremely disappointing, but it still is a good movie. I'm so happy that this is now making up for that, and it is so just well deserved. Now for my negatives for this film, I don't really have any. I mean okay, I do have to talk about the villain. I like at the end of the movie, no spoilers, that they give him a clear motivation as to why he's doing it, and I actually felt for him. I was like, I agree with you. But I have to say this. I almost forgot about him. I understood why the Avengers are fighting, and I understood why they were pitted against each other because of him, and I remember that in the film, but I forgot about him, like, directly. I was like, oh yeah, that guy. He was the reason that this all happened. Like I completely forgot about him until literally like the last like 20 minutes. But I have to say, Captain America: Civil War gets a 9 out of 10. I love this movie. It was everything that I wanted it to be. Even this movie doesn't make my top best film of the year, I still love it. This movie did exactly what it needed to do. It is a perfect kickoff to the summer. If you have yet to see it, I mean, this is a film that like everyone is seeing right now, but I know there are a few people who still have yet to see it. I mean, I am late to the game too. I'm seeing this movie 2 days in after it came out. I have a life too. I have to work, sadly. But go watch it. Go watch it a third, fourth time. This is the perfect kickoff to the summer. I don't know if what's going to happen with the rest of the summer. I don't know if anything's going to top this. I don't know. I'm very excited. But I'm also excited to hear your opinion. If you don't like this movie, tell me why. If you love this movie, tell me why. I love conflict. I love this. I want to debate with you. Let's talk about it. As always, subscribe to my channel and look more movie reviews from me.